Last topic we discussed about religion, spiritualism, faith. We never discussed all these topics in details, but we don't need it right now. Just a brief ideas about all the terminology, and then slowly we will, when we go in a path of realization, we will discuss in details. So last topic I end up with the faith, that we should not have a blind faith. We should have some association of intellect with faith. Faith is very necessary in religion. Without this we cannot approach to the path of self-realization. So faith is, what is faith? When you start believing on something and you again start believing, when this believing start having a solid foundation, it converts into a faith. For example, if somebody talk about that this is true, even if it's wrong, this is beautiful, this is has so many good characters. When you start promoting something, and every time you speak about that thing, the human mind start thinking that this is true. So that beliefs becomes more intense, that becomes a faith. And every faith is associated with desire. You have some desire when you do have some faith on somebody, God, family member, partners. You have some expectations. You have some expectation that if I do this faith, this will happen to me. Something good thing will happen to me, or something will be fulfilled. And every fulfillment is associated with mind, because without desire, without expectation, mind cannot survive. That's what we discussed in the previous chapters. That desires is a food for the mind. And that means whatever the desires we have associated with the faith, we never show off, but we have inside, underneath of faith, we have some desires. And with that desires, we have doubt too. We have a doubt. We have a doubt, maybe this desire will be fulfilled or not. But we never show off. But underneath the faith, we have some doubts. That is deep inside. That maybe if this is fulfilled, our faith has more intensity. But if it's not fulfilled, our faith breaks. Then we have to start again. We have to do faith again on something, because we need faith to fulfill our desires. Then we go to some other gurus, we go to the other religion. Maybe then we say, okay, maybe this time this is my mistake. Maybe I am not good at faith. I will do this time my full intensity. Maybe there's something wrong in my part, and then we start again. And then that faith again start with some desires and some doubts. Doubts is an association of some desires. And when it's not fulfilled, there is a confliction. There is a big confliction. When your ego or desires is not fulfilled, the confliction arises. That confliction creates doubt. That confliction creates guilt. So doubt is associated with the desire. So let's go again. The faith is associated with some desires. Desires is associated with the doubt. And the doubt creates confliction that produce guilt. That produce guilt. That is the result of that doubt. And that guilt, that oh my, this thing is not fulfilled. Maybe, I'm not good. I'm not good. I had a faith on the God, but still I'm in a bad shape. Maybe something wrong with me. I don't know what I should do. Maybe this kind of guilt. Any kind of guilt, When there is a doubt, there is a guilt. And that guilt creates agitation in the mind. And that agitation is a hell, is a suffering. That's why all the human mind is suffer. And all the humans is a walking mind, a walking ego. Human means a mind. And every mind, there is no mind who has no doubt. Every mind has a doubt underneath it, unconsciously or consciously. And every doubt mind will have a guilt. Somehow. That, oh, I did believe on the religion. When I was born, my parents, my religious teachers say, believe this, believe this, believe this, believe this, believe this, believe this, believe this. And when there is something, your belief shatters. When your desire does not fulfill, and then you have start guilty. Why? There is a confliction. Your ego shatters. You don't believe in your religion. And one ego is identified with the religion, that I have a faith. Another ego start getting arises that no. This is faith is bullshit. So due to this confliction between two egos, one is old ego that has a faith, another ego is with intellect arises, one ego is with the blind. That happens with the surrounding. Your teachers is repeating, your mother, parents say God is everything, God is everything, God is. There is no intellect associated with that ego that is given. That is given. And unconsciously it goes into your subconscious mind. Another ego is when you grow, when you start having intellect, and you see the results are not coming, my desires are not getting fulfilled, that new ego starts identify that this is all irrelevant. And what happens is, both ego, because they are not parallel, they are opposite to each other, they fight, they conflict. Out of that confliction, the guilt arises. This is production of that confliction. Doubt creates confliction, confliction creates guilt. And every guilt is a hell. And this is a product of a mind. And every man is made of mind. World is made of mind. That means all the humans are sinners. All the humans have a guilt. Somehow, some way, sometime in the life. And what should we do? So that means man is already living in a hell. But this hell is very exciting. Hell is full of excitement. pleasures, sorrow, happiness. You know, mind is full of excitement. This is hell. Hell is excitement. Excitement means uneasiness, not easy. Excitement means uneasiness, like that. Uneasiness. Uneasiness is an excitement, and excitement is the main role. We want to live in excitement. We want to live in a hell. We don't want to live in a heaven. Heaven is easiness. Whatever is happening is happening. There is no desires. That is heaven. That is the soul level. There is no mind over there. But what is the criteria to get out of the sin? And some people say, accept your guilt. Okay? Accept your guilt. That guilt, accept, and you are out of that guilt right away. But what will happen? You still live on the mind level, another guilt will come up. Then you accept again. Alright, I am no more sinner for that guilt. What happened again? Another guilt will come. This will continue. Acceptance of guilt is a very good way to have another guilt. That's how the mind works. First cry and then happy, then cry and then happy, then cry and happy. He cannot live on one stage. Guilt accepted and happy, guilt and accepted and happy, guilt accepted and happy. So what is the word that we can say we have a faith on the God? I will say there is a devotion. Devotion is a right word. When you devote without condition, without desire. And once you devote it, without condition, there is no other way. It shatters. Devotee means devoted. Like a Meera in Hindu scriptures, the name Meera. She was a lady. She was such a devotee for the Lord Krishna. Her family member, the king, so many people gave her torturing, so many things they tried to do with her, but she was easy. She was easy with the circumstances. Why? Because she was devoted. Devoted. She had a love. She was in love with the God. Love is a result of devotion. Like a guilt is a result of faith. Guilt is a result of faith. And love is a result of devotion. The love creates. When you are in a love, you don't expect anything. You don't have any desire. That's called devotion. But in outside world also, we see any glimpses. When you fall in love with somebody, you don't have a desire. You want to give something, not take something. But that love is temporary too. But the devotion is devotion. Once it's done, there is no other way. Whatever happening is happening. Somebody torturing you, somebody kill you, somebody give you a pleasure, give you a palaces, give you a luxury. It hardly matters. Whatever is happening. And the devotion, for the devotion there is no scriptures. There is no